My name is Skylar Young, and I'm from Johnson City, Tennessee. I moved here last May, so a little bit over a year ago. So I found out about the program just asking some people around town. When I moved here in May, I think that's when the enrollment was. So I kind of had to wait an entire year for the program to open back up. So the time is here, and for the registration, you've got to be there in person. When I called just to ask a few questions about the program, the lady on the phone was like, you might need to show up early. Someone last semester was there at 3 a.m. and I was like, wow, like if she's telling me that, think of how many other people are doing the same thing. So yeah, I just planned for months, like just had it in my head 3 a.m. I didn't think anyone would actually be there at 3 a.m. So I get there at 3:45. Someone had beat me there at 2 a.m. and someone actually beat us there. He was there at 8 p.m. the night before. So yeah, I'm just thankful I got there early. I heard there were limited seats. Yeah, just had to get there early and camp out, and it was worth it. I'm thankful I did that. My biggest inspiration would be some good friends back home. Me and my best friend, we owned a coffee truck in Johnson City. The barber I was going to at the time was like, hey, y'all can park out front here. And we did that for several months. And just getting to know the owners and all the employees that work there, getting to see their lifestyles, and they're very involved in the community with their church and their children, and just getting to see all of that was a really big inspiration. Just coming from restaurants and not really having too much time off, getting to see the flexibility, the lifestyle, like it really planted that seed. I just knew from that point on, like it was something I needed to do. It just felt right. Some things I'm excited to learn and hone in on is like long hair, scissor cuts, just being confident with using my shears. I'm a technical person, so if I can be like technical and organized and get better at those things, that's me. Like, I love that. Some of my expectations for school, I knew that I wouldn't be cutting hair like out the gate. So I had cut my own hair a handful of times, and the last time I cut it, I messed it up pretty bad, and I had to go to a barber shop, and he was like, just leave it to the professionals. So from then on, I was like, all right, I'll let someone else do it. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew there would be some book work involved, and just really getting prepared for like the state board and laws and regulations and all that good stuff. So I kind of had a good idea. Online, like how Cape Fear lays it out, kind of gave me a roadmap for what to expect. I've been out of school for like 7 years or something like that. So it's just getting back in the swing of being a student again, and I don't know, this has been good to like where I wasn't the best student in the past, I can apply myself now, and it seems like everything's going good. We're on starting week 4 of school. I'm excited to be here. We've learned some cool stuff, shave movements, sectioning of the hair. We're just kind of learning some basic fundamentals and running through those first few chapters. So far so good. First day definitely was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I got to plan in my head mentally, the last year, like what it might be like, but I didn't know what it was like until I got in the room. I'd say that first week was just kind of getting familiar with like how the bookwork is online, getting to know the classmates and stuff. Maybe I assumed we would be hands-on that first week, but it came in time. Like, we're doing it now. I feel like the first day in class, like Mr. King was talking about like the hair structure, and so that was kind of cool to learn. And maybe it wasn't until the second week we started to learn the shave movements, which was interesting. It was like, okay, like we're doing it, things are happening. And yeah, I just felt kind of intimidated by the 14 movements, you know, it's a lot. But Mr. G was like, he laid it out just to learn those first 5, and it was like, that was a good short goal. Like, all I got to do is these 5 and just repeat. Like, the whole thing we've been going over is repetition. I feel pretty confident, but that only came from me being at my house, having the mannequin head, and going over those movements and saying it out loud. And if it wasn't correct, it was restart from number 1 and until I got it dialed in. So I feel pretty comfortable with it. One of my goals after school is just immediately get into a shop, start working my apprenticeship, hopefully a shop here in town, and just continuing to learn, hopefully from a good mentor, just so I can be the greatest I can be in the industry. An idea that I had that I brought up to Mr. King was like this idea of potentially like traveling, becoming a travel barber. So like kind of like travel nursing, or kind of where I've seen like tattoo artists, they'll like hop into other shops and just get to know the community, and a chance to make money and travel at the same time. So we'll see where that goes.
Okay. Anything you would say to a upcoming barber student, maybe registering for next semester?
Get here early. And yeah, if you're interested, just do it. Go all in. Like, I'm happy to be here. And just stay ahead on your homework. So, yeah.